It's me, Wande, checking in. I hope y'all doing, tuned in to Wande Radio up in here. So I'm about to start accepting calls. So just call in, dial in, and we're gonna get this thing started. Basically, what we're gonna be doing is it's gonna be Tip Tuesday, and essentially, you just ask me any questions you may have about life or any advice like music, etc. And yeah, I'll just be here to basically answer any questions you may have. So love to talk to y'all, and it's lit. Hey, what's up, y'all? So yeah, you can basically just type in any questions you want, or you can just call the dial-in number, and it'll basically, whenever you call the dial-in number or text me, it'll come to me, and then I'll be able to pick up the phone. All right. So somebody asked like how I'm doing during this time. So essentially, I mean, I'm doing pretty good right now. So like, because it's been really interesting because like obviously quarantine wasn't expected and nobody knew that it was gonna happen. And so oh yeah, I just opened the fan line back on so y'all can call. Sorry about that. But essentially it's been really interesting, but I basically really enjoyed this time. It's been a good time just to like think about life and just take in who I really want to be and like what I'm really focused on during this season. But we got some callers in, so I'm about to answer them real quick.
No.
Hello?
One day?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's good? I'm doing well. I'm chilling at the house. I'm it's Aaron Davis from the Kirk from the DMV.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up? All right, so
Um,
what's your question?
hmm My question is probably a question you have to answer a lot, but I'm kind of a new fan, a new supporter. Where did you find your motivation to like pursue your career?
Basically, like my career was like very unexpected. I wasn't planning on being a rapper in life.
Hmm.
I wanted to like actually be a doctor at first, and
Oh
so
wow.
so I was basically in school. My school in high school, we had this thing called the Health Science Academy, where you could like get
Hmm.
a license to be a nurse aide. So I was just minding my business and doing that. And
Yeah.
along the way, I got saved, and so
Amen.
basic.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, it's lit. Turn up for juice. But yeah, so I got saved, and so because of that, I was just like really passionate about telling people about Jesus. And in the midst of that,
Hmm.
randomly, one of my biology teachers was like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna mix things up this semester. So instead of doing an essay or a PowerPoint, I'm gonna let you do a rap for your project."
What?
And so, yeah, super
Wow.
random. But I was looking like, why would nobody choose the rapping option? That's way easier than the essay or PowerPoint. So I chose the rapping
Hmm.
option, and then basically people were like really impressed. They were like, wait, that was actually really good. And I noticed like it was just really powerful. Like I noticed like people would like be silent and stand around me and stuff like that, just like hear
Wow.
me rap. And so I was like, okay. So since my focus at the time was about like Jesus because I had just given my life to Jesus maybe like a year or so before. I was like, okay, well,
Hmm.
this is since y'all I got your attention this way, I'm gonna tell you about Jesus this way. So essentially,
Amen.
that's kind of like how my career started. So I used to do like freestyle circles and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Hmm. Yep.
And
Yep.
then we went on Christmas break shortly after. And so like I basically used Christmas break to like learn how to like record songs like legitimately. And yeah, just started using my Christmas presents to like get a microphone,
Nice.
get a
Yep. Yep.
keyboard. And
Support.
yeah, and so essentially and then I ended up here. So that's how my career
Amen.
started. But yeah,
That's amazing. Wow.
thanks for the question.
Awesome testimony. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
that's
I'm gonna
great.
go to
Uh,
the next caller, but thanks so much for calling in.
okay. Thanks, one day.
No
Talk to you
problem.
next time.
Have a good day.
Later.
Bye.
You.
All right. This is new to me, so I'm still learning the process. But we're gonna go to the next caller real quick. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Hi, this is Vanessa. I'm calling from right now from right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi, so good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for doing this, first of all. And I just want to let you know how much I appreciate your music. Your energy is incredible. It's awesome. I love your last video that you made, and it was just so beautiful. And I just wanted to ask, I'm not sure if anyone asked you this before, but I just wanted to ask you, where did the video take place? Where did you shoot the video? It was just awesome.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you for, the compliments and like that you like the stuff. Like I appreciate that. But yeah, the video was actually shot like in a random town in Georgia. So, like for about a year I've had a vision to like have a video with sand and like this whole elaborate situation. So I'm really grateful that it was able to come across in the video. But it's actually very hard to find sand locations. There's only about like 3 of them in the United States that
Right.
have that much amount of sand. And so yeah, it was a lot. So our options were either like drive 24 hours or drive 12 hours. And I was like, man,
Wow.
I'm gonna do some research. So luckily, me and my friends, we like did some elaborate research on Google, and we were able to basically like use Google Earth slash
Yeah.
Google Images to like find this town called Albany. And so there's a place called
Wow.
Albany, Georgia that has a random natural sand deposit of like mountains
Wow.
like of sand. And it's like really random. Like it's a town that like nobody would go to really, except for maybe if they wanted to see the
Uh-huh.
sand. And so yeah, we were able to find it and it wasn't that bad. It was probably like maybe a 3 hour drive, maybe two and a
Uh-huh.
half. And so yeah, it worked out perfectly. So I was able to get my vision across, and we weren't it didn't cause that much time and excessive labor on everybody on in the team, and like
Wow.
yeah, it turned out great.
Yeah, I mean, it really looked like it was like in another country,
Yeah,
somewhere in Africa. So I was thinking that because I know that you're from what country in Africa are you from again?
Nigeria.
So you're from Nigeria. So I was thinking that you actually like went you went abroad to shoot the video. That's how great and awesome it was done. So congratulations to you and to your team, and congratulations to your career and your journey. And I just wish you all the best, God's blessings. And I can't wait to listen to the rest of the album. I mean, I'm
Thank you.
excited.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to talking to your fans.
No problem. Thanks for putting.
Always, always there for you. So that.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So we about to take another call here on Wande Radio. You tuned in. It's lit. So also, if you want to ask any questions about like music advice or anything as well, too, we're open to that. But it's whatever y'all want to talk about, honestly. So stay tuned. On to the next caller. Hello?
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 Oh, hey. Can
Hey,
you hear
how
me?
are you? Yeah, how are you?
Oh, shoot. I'm talking to you. What's up?
Tell the
Oh, man.
people your name.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Ethan. I live in San Francisco.
Oh, dope. Well, how's the California life? I heard California's pretty intense with, the corona situation.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy right now. Everyone's on, obviously, lockdown.
Hmm.
But with me, though, my job, I'm an essential worker, so I still have to go out and stuff. So I have to be very careful, like, when I'm going out?
Yeah, but at least you're safe. You sound like you're healthy, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah, I am. Uh, um, I just remember last year, you were here at San Jose and the 116 tour.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that was like really cool because I actually high fived you, and I was all
Hey. Oh, that's lit. I know I like to be at the front in concerts whenever I like go to like watch for fun.
yeah.
Cool. So, what's your question?
Oh yeah. Um, my question is, what's your dream feature?
That's a good question. Um, dream feature. That's such an interesting question. It just depends like on the situation. So, if it was like a singing song, I think it'd be really cool to do a song like with Frank Ocean because I feel like Frank Ocean is like really good at just crafting wordplay and scenery. So he's able to like describe the emotion, the pain, the like the person sweating or something like that, like all in like one scene, like scenery. So I feel like that would be a really cool feature to like to have because like I feel like the song would turn out very intense and like you'll be able to visualize everything that's going on in the song.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool too. Yeah. What do you think about like those Christian rappers like Kanye, like Chance though?
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of crazy too. I mean, I think Kanye would be a pretty crazy feature actually. Like getting a Kanye song, that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Especially since he loves Jesus now, so you know, even better.
Hey. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. That's all I just was wondering.
Hello. Okay. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you later, or
All
next
right.
concert whenever that is after the virus is gone.
Yeah, you
So
know.
I'll be
Hopefully
there for
soon.
sure.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. We gonna keep this thing rolling. On to the next call. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Okay, I'm good. I'm one of your fans. I started listening to you, and I heard your new album, and it's kind of not album, but I heard your new song. Fire, by the way. Keep going.
It's okay.
And I had a question about how your story about you being saved. Like everybody has a story about when they got saved, when they knew that this is their calling.
Mhm. So for me, I got saved when I was in like seventh grade. And so I'd actually like gone to like a summer camp. And so it was interesting because before then, like I was allowed to go to church. So my house is interesting because like my dad is Muslim and then my mom is Christian. And so growing up, like my dad let us go to church with my mom, but like I didn't really understand the gospel that in depthly. So I just kind of knew it like, oh, like, you know, I'm going to church on Sundays and that's it. Like, and that I call myself a Christian, but I didn't really know like the full implications of like what does Christianity actually mean. So it was like at that summer camp that like I actually like gave my life to Jesus, and yeah, basically like, the gospel became real. I saw that like I saw that I was in need of a savior, and I saw that like essentially like I didn't have to have like a crazy story like oh I didn't have to like be like a murderer and like life changed around or like you know you can have a decent like normal upbringing but like all of us is still sinned and so I was still like in need of a savior and I saw that like you know God was there for me no matter what I've done. I didn't have to like change myself to come to Him, but I just had to just come as I was. And yeah, basically in that moment, like I truly understood the gospel and like Jesus definitely came into my life and changed my life around and like definitely worked on me in different areas ever since that point. Like worked on my insecurities, worked on like what I put my value in, what I put my trust in, and yeah, essentially like my life kind of changed from that point.
Oh, okay. The last parts were choppy, but I got what you said. Well, that's kind of weird because my mother was a Christian and my father was a Muslim too. So wow, what a coincidence. But it's kind of inspiring. But that's all the questions I have for you. Keep going. The music is fire. Actually, my brother wants to talk to you.
I'm about to like connect my headphones real quick, so
Hi.
give me 1 second. He can still talk, but let me see. I hope it doesn't cut off because I'm trying to like connect that to like fix his audio situation.
Hold on, you're breaking up severely. All right. We're just gonna hang up because it's kind of choppy on both sides. But you have a blessed day and thanks.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
My name's Joyce, and I'm here with my friend Michaela. Hello, hello.
Hey, how are y'all?
We're good. I'm so excited to be talking to you.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to talk to y'all too. That was cool. Y'all like talked in unison. It was like a rehearsed situation.
Um, my aunt got me listening to your music. Actually, she went to one of your concerts at Universal Studios, front row.
Oh, awesome. I remember that show. That was like a really lit show.
She really liked it. She went there with her whole family, but I wasn't able to go because I was in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. What's your question for the day?
I wanted to know what inspires you to sing about and rap about this kind of stuff. I think it's really inspirational.
Um,
But I wanted to
so
know what inspires you.
for me, like essentially, like my relationship with God is what inspires me a lot. That's why like a lot of my songs are about Jesus and stuff. Um, because I just feel like even like I told my story earlier today, like about how I started rapping. So like whenever I started rapping, it was like basically just to tell people about Jesus. And so yeah, that's like my main source of inspiration because like I just feel like if you like were to analyze my brain, like 90% of my thoughts, almost 100%, like basically revolve around like God and like Jesus and stuff like that. And so like that's just who I am naturally. So like naturally inside of me, like that's what flows out into my songs. But I mean, when I'm not talking about like my faith and stuff, I'll talk about life situations, but it's still kind of influenced from a perspective of faith because even like everything I go through in life and like, you know, how I react to things or when, you know, someone does something crazy to me, like stuff like that, like I still have a faith perspective in my brain as I'm reacting to it. And so even if I was to like still retell those stories like in songs, it's still coming from that. But yeah, that's like what inspires me basically, my relationship with God.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that I thank you for doing what you do, and it's really inspirational. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No. Well, is it okay if I go now because I've got to do a few things?
I mean, yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, thank you for talking to me.
No problem.
Have a nice day. Have a nice
Bye.
day. Bye.
Bye. Bye. All right, y'all. It's lit. All right. Also, for like anybody who's like a new caller, if you have headphones near you, it'd be perfect if you could like put those on if you happen to get picked because it helps the audio sound crystal clear, y'all. All right. So we're about to get into the next call. Lego. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hey.
We didn't call you noise. Hey, be quiet.
Are you singing the song?
I'm your big fan.
Hi. What's your name?
Naomi.
Naomi. Hey. Well, want to know what is y'all's question for today?
What's your question?
My question, I'm just so happy right now.
Like, you?
I like I'm just asking to talk to you.
All right. Well, I mean, we're having a conversation.
Uh, what? What question? Uh, hmm. Let's see. Um, when did you first started liking music?
I think for me, I've kind of like always liked music. So music is something that's just like always been around me and surrounded me in life. So like as far back as my memories, I can imagine myself at home listening to music or dancing to music. And so I think it's something I've just always loved. Like whether in elementary school, like we had a music program, and so we learned like random instruments like the recorder, or I used to play like the
Yeah.
flute in middle
Like
school.
me,
I
Hey.
like to I like to dance and sing too.
like for me, since like I make beats and stuff, like I
Mhm.
like because I listen to music by ear, and then I would
Mhm.
just like try to make my own type beats out of them.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
like I like to dance to music and sing.
Oh, that's so awesome. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we're gonna like wrap it up and like go on to the next caller. But it's been so awesome talking to y'all.
all right. Thanks. You have a blessed day.
You too. Keep producing.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. We know we out here on Wande Radio. Pew, 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 pew. All right. So we're gonna go on to the next caller and get things popping. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Tell the people your name.
Yes, my name is Hollywood.
Awesome. And where are you calling from?
I am from St. Louis, Missouri.
Ooh, awesome. Okay, St. Louis up in here.
Ooh, ooh.
Awesome. So, what's your question for today?
Yes, so my big question is what advice would you give on like balancing music, like consistently producing content, but also being consistent with your daily responsibilities and other areas of your life? Because it's so easy to just listen to music all day and be like, oh snap, I forgot about this. So, like, do you have any tips on how you balance?
Yeah, I would say, write stuff down. I think it'll change your life. So, one practical
Mm,
way, yeah, and like for real, like it'll change your life. I would say like so you can analyze one, am I a calendar person or like a digital calendar person or am I a physical calendar person? So once you figure that
Hmm.
out, either get yourself a physical planner or get yourself a digital planner, which they have those online, or a Google Calendar. And then after you do that, basically kind of like I like seeing a month view of the month because then I can see like how much am I actually getting done this month and like spacing things out
Right.
between the days. So I think that's a really good way to like space things out and like your priorities of the month. And then essentially from
That's so
there,
good.
when you start your day, so one thing you could do is have a sticky note. You can write a sticky note of the things you need to get done in that day. So that way you can kind of look at it like, oh, have I even done any of the other tasks I have to do like throughout the day? And some other practical things are like you can set like a timer. It helps like if you start doing things like Google or like having alarms because you can basically set like alarms for the day. So like say today you wanted to finish one song, you wanted to
mhm.
clean your closet, and you wanted to vacuum your living room. So you can set an alarm to where like from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. you can work on music. From 12 to 1, you can eat.
Yeah.
From 1 to 2, you got to clean your closet. From 2 to 3, you got to vacuum your floor. Because I think scheduling time also helps you see, like, there is time to do it in the day. And knowing that there's a set time to do it helps you, like, actually hold yourself accountable to do it.
Right.
So
That's the
those are some
hardest
things.
part.
Yeah. And in terms of just like also like goal achievement too, like I think it helps you accomplish things too if you like kind of like set major goals and then set miniature goals in between those. So like you could say in April I want to have, you know, 2 songs put out. So you can work backwards from there. And so that means you got 4 weeks. So in those 4 weeks, that means every 2 weeks you need to get 1 song done. So that way your goal is accomplished by the end of the week. So
That is so tangible. Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
So those are definitely some things you can do just to basically help you get some stuff done.
Thank you.
No problemo. All right.
All righty.
Well, I hope you have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. We gonna go into the next caller. Hello?
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 Yes, indeed. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. I am
Awesome.
doing great.
Tell the people your name.
Oh man. Well, I'm doing wonderful. Wow, this is awesome. My name is Brian Watts, aka Illicit. Uh, and man, this is a great opportunity to get to talk to somebody that made it. I've and listening to your music, and it's such amazing because um man, like the lyricism you use and the different and that's what I love about you because your music is and this, to have, finally have you know I've heard a lot of women rappers and but the way you spit like with the wordplay, metaphor, similes, the deepness of it is it's on point. It's really lit. And
Awesome.
yeah, and I like to use a lot of that stuff in my music as well. And so I've been writing like Christian rap music for like probably about 10 years now. So,
Hmm.
but around last year, I finally got me a studio built up, and I said I'm gonna start writing, start making music, starting putting it out. And so, my question is, how did you start? Like, how did you start building your brand, and how did you start like getting your name out and start getting to different connections to where you're at now?
All right. So I'll tell y'all the positive ways I did it and like the negative ways. Well, not really negative, but you know, when I first started out, I was like 15. So, you know, it took a minute for me to like learn like proper business tactics. So when I first started off, I was like that kid on YouTube who would comment on other people's videos and be like, "Hey, I'm a 15-year-old rapper. Come check out my song." And so, you know, it was effective to an extent because, you know, sometimes people will comment back and be like, oh, I actually went to her page and it was actually good. Y'all should go look at it. But I would say, you know, don't be that kid because, you know, it is kind of annoying as an artist if like someone on your
Right.
videos
Yeah.
comment that. And like
Definitely.
even as an artist too, like getting messages like that, like it's not really like leaving the best taste in someone's mouth to like actually go check out your music. So
Right.
that's like a spammy way to do it. But a practical way to do it is I like basically look at what other talents do you have besides music. So I realized like, okay, I'm good at writing and I'm good at speaking and stuff like that. So what I did was like I went to college for something other than music. So I went to college for journalism and PR. So that put me in the position to like go to music festivals for free and stuff like that, but basically interview artists. So essentially, the people who
Cool.
I wanted to be like, I got to interview them and indirectly talk to them and have a relationship with them. And the websites that I wanted to like post my music, I got to like write for them. So essentially, they knew my name by the time I started putting out music. It was like the opportunity was basically there for them to post about my music too if the music was popping. And so I would say like yeah, just kind of evaluate what talents you have. If you don't have any talents that like cross line with music, you could also do things like street teaming. So like I know whenever people put on concerts, right? Like people need volunteers a lot of the times because like it's a lot of work to do. So one thing you can also do is
Right.
like when people are throwing concerts, email the venue, like if you're already gonna go and be like, or email the people who are hosting it and be like, hey, like how can I help you, like in any way serve you to like, whatever your needs are. Can I help set up tables, help you sell merch and stuff like that? Because doing stuff like that too, like you'll automatically meet people. And so as long as you're like, whenever you do them, like also do your job well, I would say like don't try to sell your music while you're doing it, like actually do your job. But you'll build
Exactly.
those relationships. And so from there, those
Right.
relationships will be useful, and so like basically that's kind of like what I did. So over time, like yeah, like those relationships, like I didn't talk about my music at the time. I handled my job and did my job well. And so indirectly
Right.
they like those people followed me like on Instagram just because it's like, oh, it's like my coworker. I'm gonna follow my coworker and stuff like that. Or like, oh, that was a nice
Amen.
conversation. I'm gonna follow you. And so from there, then on your social media, it's free game. So on your social media, you can promote yourself as much as you want. So on my social media,
Right.
like I was promoting my music and stuff. So then people who would follow me would be like, oh wait, oh I see you do music, and oh wait, I actually really like these songs. And so like from there, it was like more of like a natural discovery for them and a natural relationship that was like not forced. And so that's like I think that's like the
Right.
easiest way I'd recommend it. Like basically find ways that you can
That
be
makes a lot
useful.
of sense.
Yeah, find ways you can be useful to serve different artists and stuff like that, and then from there naturally
Hmm.
like let them discover your music.
Yes, and to add on to that, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because on my social media page, there's a I've been meeting like a lot of other different kind of Christian rappers, and like they'll post their music like on my page, and they'll tag me in it, and it's like I don't know you yet, so it's like and it's it just basically it just feels awkward, like, and it just kind of weird, like I don't know you,
Yeah.
but you want me to support your music. Like let's build
Yeah.
that relationship first. So I can totally agree with you saying there. And I had one more question that slipped my mind. Um, but anyways, man, I appreciate your time. I don't want to hold you up. I know you got a lot of calls, and I just want to congratulate you on your music career, being a success and constantly going forward, and I hope to do the same because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I can offer the world, and I've loved music all my life too. I've heard you told other people that, and I think when you're passionate about something, and the lyrics sometimes that I write, sometimes it not to brag on myself, not to, but it's man, it's like sometimes I look back and like, man, I actually wrote that. So I'm just trying to actually I'm in the studio now, just working on new stuff, and uh, but
I mean,
I just want to.
feel free to tell the people your name as you like sign off. You can be like, hey, check out my music here.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Official Illicit Music. Uh, is that all one word or something? Well, anyways, there's only two songs on there right now. One song is called Famous, and one song is called Let's Go, Let Go. And basically, what they talking about, what the Famous is talking about, it's basically a song that no matter where I get in life, I want people to always look at that song. So that song is always talking about. It's talking about, you know, because you could tell it. Like you could tell, like when somebody's trying to do this music to glorify God, or when somebody's trying to do it to get
Mhm.
famous off of it, try to get a name.
Yeah, that makes
My
a lot of
thing
sense.
is, yeah. So famous is a look at what that looks like. A person that using the name of Christ to get famous, and that's not something that I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to reach people. Then let go. It's a twofold song. So it's basically saying let go and let God, and then also on the flip side of that, let's go hard for God. So
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. We appreciate it. We're gonna head on to the
yeah,
next caller, but thanks for calling in. It's been
hey, I
lit.
appreciate the time.
No problem. All right, y'all. I'm gonna take about one more call. It's been lit tuning in with y'all, but I'm gonna be doing this every Tuesday. It's gonna be called Tip Tuesday. So if I didn't get to you today, I'm sorry, but you can tune in next Tuesday, and it'll be a situation. So We're gonna end off with this last call, and yeah, let's get it popping. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Tell the people your name.
Oh, my name is Josh.
Cool. Where are you calling from?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Oh, that's cool. I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah, I heard your song you had sent me like a text message, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it out as soon as I get a chance.
Oh yeah, yeah. So everybody who's like on the line as well, like I have like a text line. So if you go to my Instagram
Yeah,
at OMG It's Wande, you'll see that my text crew gets exclusive links to songs.
yeah. Well, I'm glad to talk to you. I just want to say you're making great music, and I think you're doing a great job, and I'm glad that Reach, put you on the team.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem, no problem. And like, if you ever like need any graphics or anything, I can like maybe help you out.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean
y'all come.
you can always just tag me in your stuff too. So like even if it's not me, if I know somebody else who needs one too, like I can always recommend it. So feel free to tag me like in some of your work so I can see it.
Okay,
Lit, lit. All right, was that
yeah.
basically your main question?
Yeah, just keep up the good work, and just keep making music, and keep doing it for God. You're doing a good thing.
All right, awesome. Well, it was lit talking to you.
You too.
All right,
Thank
adios.
you.
No
You
problem.
too. Bye.
All right, y'all. So, that's pretty much a wrap for this week's Tip Tuesday. It's been lit talking to y'all. It's cool talking to my fans and my homies, putting a voice to, the comments and putting a voice to y'all's names. But I hope y'all enjoyed this week's Tip Tuesday. Essentially, if you want to talk to me, hit me up next week. Also, I might randomly hit y'all with an opportunity to call me from like my texting phone line as well. But yeah, it's been lit talking to y'all. I hope y'all have a lit week, a lit day. I'm praying for all y'all in the midst of Corona. I just want to remind all of y'all, like, even in the midst of the madness that might be around us, don't feel like you have to freak out or don't feel like it's the end of the world or that you have to give into negativity. But just remember that, like, if your trust is in the Lord, you don't have to fear and you don't have to stress out. So I'm praying for all of y'all. And ultimately, I just hope that y'all have a blessed day. And I hope y'all stay safe out here. I'm praying for y'all's health as well. And yeah, it's been lit talking to y'all. Stay dope. Bye.